at this and say, okay, exponential form. But now you are applying all that you know. Over here you applied power law. Over here you applied the concept of fractional law, indices, and over here power law. So now you begin to apply all the laws and concepts you have learnt. Moving on to the third question in the exercise, to express in exponential form. We are still doing that. These are very, very concept-based questions, easy questions. We are practicing them. A minus 243 by 3125. What are we trying to do? We are trying to write it in exponential form. Okay? Now, if you look at this question, the minus is with 243. Okay? So, I will break up minus 243 into factors. Okay? And I will break up 3125 into factors. I'm sure all of you know how to factorize by prime factorization method. 243 so how much is that? 5. But since the minus is there, we have to be careful because of the minus. Now minus 3 into minus 3 into minus 3 into minus 3. Okay, I'll just make some more place for that. Is occurring 5 times. I don't know if this concept is clear to you, but let me just show it to you. If you have, watch this, if the base is negative and you have a power. Now when n, the power is odd, you know what happens? Do you know what happens? This happens. You write it as it was. The base remains negative if the power is odd. When n is even, minus a to the power of n becomes plus a to the power of n. So if the power is even, the base, even though it is negative, you can write it as positive. Okay, so this we could not do anything because it was negative, so it is minus 3 to the occurring 5 times. Now breaking up 3125. Let me do that here. It's going to be a little lengthy. 625, please check. Is that correct? 5125. So we are getting 5 in factors 5 times. So from this you must have arrived at the answer minus 3 by 5, both are occurring 5 times. Is that easy? Now what are we doing? We are expressing in exponential form. We are breaking it. First step, break it up into factors. Second step, exponential form. So if you got this question in the exam, it would carry maybe 2 or 3 marks. 1 mark for this step, 1 mark for this step, and 1 mark for everything correct. So 3 marks at the most. Moving on to the next question, question 4. Now you see the questions getting a little bit more difficult, right? We are moving on from basics to simplifying to evaluating. May I rub this out? Okay. Please keep this concept in mind. I am keeping it on the board. Question 4, this is again from your Innovative Maths class 8. Evaluate, it says. 2 to the power of 5 divided by 2 to the power of 9 into 2 to the power of minus 7. Now we begin to apply the laws. Divide means which law? Quotient law. So quotient law. What does quotient law say? The base is the same, subtract a to the power of m divided by a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m minus n. So 2 to the power of 5 divided by 2 to the power of 9, base remains the same, 5 minus 9. That is inside the bracket. Moving on, 5 minus 9 minus 4. Now we are on to the next step. Which law will you use? Product law. A to the power of m into a to the power of n. So you are using product law. And what do you do in product law? When the base is the same, you add the powers. Be careful of the signs, because both are minus sign. Don't get confused and get it wrong. So 2 to the power of minus 4 plus minus makes it minus. Minus 4 minus 7 is minus 11. Normally, as a teacher, I have always told my students, don't leave the power in the negative in your answer also. So I would be more satisfied with a student who learns to not write it in the negative power, to write it as a positive power. Which concept are we using? Negative exponents. So don't leave your answer like this. It is not wrong, but a teacher is more satisfied when he or she sees the answer as 2 to the power of 11, positive power. Okay? Moving on to question 5. We are trying something more difficult now, using the laws, applying the laws. Question 5. This looks easy. Break it up into factors. I'm not going into that part. If you check by prime factorization, 81 is 3 to the power of 4 and 256 is 2 to the power of 8. We cannot combine these two because the base is different. So you leave it as it is. When the base is different, you can't use any law.